I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on the Spotlight Network, we're uncovering ancient secrets and modern revelations with D.L. Crager, author of Guarding the Past, Revised Edition. This gripping novel takes readers on an archaeological adventure, blending mystery, history, and suspense as Benjamin discovers a hidden society protecting secrets of King Solomon. If you love stories that challenge historical truths and keep you on the edge of your seat, this is a book you won't want to miss. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight. We thank the team at Bookside Press for helping us put him in the spotlight today. And we ask viewers like you to support authors like him by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing his amazing book. The links are below this interview. DL, thank you so much for joining me here today on Spotlight.
Oh, Logan, it's great to be here. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. Let's begin by talking a little bit about the hidden society guarding King Solomon's secrets and why you
Sure,
decided to write a book about this.
sure. Yeah, well, there's been a lot of talk, over hundreds of years about King Solomon and how rich he was, and his treasures, and what happened to it all. And I just had an idea of what to do with that, how to weave in a lot of historical history that are facts, but some are fiction. But be able to blend that into where utilizing King Solomon, but also going back to King David, his father. And in the Bible it talks about his mighty warriors, and that's where King Solomon, I have in the book that King Solomon used these mighty warriors to create this secret society to hide the treasures of King Solomon. So yeah, there's a lot there.
It's a very cool premise. It's very imaginative. And like you said, there's been a lot of mystery shrouding King Solomon's treasures for forever, it
Oh
seems.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah,
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 I think
yeah.
it's a great premise for a book. Tell us about a little bit about the character of Benjamin Maschel, is how you say his last name?
Well, it's actually Maschal. It's a
Michelle.
it's
Okay.
it's actually it's Maschal is actually an actual Hebrew name. So in the book I use a lot of true Hebrew names for characters in the book and stuff. But Benjamin Maschal, he's a modern day young archaeologist, just getting out of just becoming a doctor in archaeology, and he gets a secret letter, an invitation to go across the world and to do some research, and he's very excited about this, not knowing a lot about it. And but the letter comes from the group of the secret society to keep everything quiet and stuff. But he does this travel, and he doesn't know where he's actually going. He just they've gave him travel arrangements to different parts of the world, and then finally he's actually they kind of put him to sleep per se, and take him in to a place so he can identify where this place is at. Later finds out it's in the middle of the Congo, and called a mountain called Journey's End, and because there's a beginning of this whole journey, but I would call it Journey's End. And so Benjamin's just very confused of what's going on because he wants to be able to find stuff and tell the whole world about it. But actually, the secret society doesn't want him to tell anything about what he finds, because he finds out actually that he is a descendant of one of the mighty warriors from about 3,000 years to where, years ago, when this secret society uh, hidden in the Congo has hidden everything of King Solomon's, and they're needing a new leader. And so, because there's just a lot of warfare going on within this secret society over thousands of years, and they're needing to bring this person back in, and it's a very confusing thing for him. But he finds out that this place is actually a secret place hiding secrets, King Solomon's treasures, but that's actually a mask. It's actually deterrent of what really is hidden in this mountain that was found 3,000 years ago by some of King Solomon's mighty warriors when they were on a trek outside of the Israel nation. And that's the secret of the whole book, is this final hidden treasure. And it's not King Solomon's treasure. It's a completely different treasure that I came up with to really challenge us today in our thinking of evolution, of creation, and intertwines a lot of old biblical history. And we start questioning, because in the Bible, the first 2,000 years between Adam and Eve and Noah, we have no idea what in the world really transpired there. It's a time of that the Bible just goes, it's silent, and then Noah's ark happens, and then the world repopulates itself. So the secrets are actually about the first 2,000 years of mankind, and so it's very exciting, and a lot of great things in the book. So
It's fascinating. You've really crafted a great narrative, no doubt. Now, another story about a archaeologist on the quest to find treasure did quite well as a movie starring Harrison Ford. So
yeah.
I'm wondering if you've envisioned this book perhaps as a film.
Oh, no question, no question. Right off the bat with the manuscript,
Yeah.
when I had people look at the manuscript, and then it got published, every single person that has read the book, their first response is, "This has got to be a movie. This has got to be a movie, or else a series."
Yeah.
It's that kind of book. I didn't. That really wasn't, that was always kind of a dream there. That'd be great if that
Right.
happened. But I didn't realize until it was completely finished. And I go over the book, and hearing so many hundreds and hundreds of people that read the book, and their comments are the exact same. This has got to be a movie. This has got to be a movie. There's a lot of phenomenal new things, new ideas that have never been written about per se. So yeah. So it'd be exciting if it ever becomes a movie. So
Well, from your lips to Hollywood's ears.
oh,
So
there you go.
hopefully,
There you go.
hopefully it gets done. It gets done.
Yeah.
It has all the elements, of course, a lot of adventure, a lot of reality. A lot of
Mhm.
this is based on historical fact, and
Yeah.
then the fictionalized portions of it that make it quite fascinating as
Yeah.
well.
There you go.
Tell us
There
a
you go.
little bit about the research you did to create the novel's historical elements.
Oh yes, I had to a lot of the things going back. A lot of research within the Bible itself. The most historical book that's known to mankind. That's the most accurate book that we can go back for thousands of years. So using the Bible, but also using historical facts. Obviously, we use Google a lot, but yet researching notable people and books and other areas, trying to stay true geography wise, it being very accurate. Doing, when I talking about the Congo, there's a specific area that I use, that's still very wild, untamed part of the Congo, and so the geography area, I did some research on that, and then the doing the math on the time frame of going from Jerusalem to these travels to the Congo. I've had to do a lot of math of timing of back in the day, 3,000 years ago, is what it would take people to travel around in the ocean or on land. And so I had to do a lot I wanted to be as accurate as possible, in everything that was there, but yet still having this very powerful fictional storyline going in there. So yeah, so I did quite a bit of research.
Well, you succeeded in your goals of creating something that is very, very real, very, very accurate. Of course, that has a twist as well, a fictional twist. Are there any plans for a sequel or a continuation of Benjamin's journey?
Yeah. Um, There possibly is. I left the book. Every book I write, I do leave the end of the book with to be able to connect it to another book.
Mhm.
I did come out with the prequel to this book called "In a Warrior's Quiver," which actually goes back to King Solomon and to when they originally made this find, this historical find of that dates back to Noah's Ark, and so it goes back in there to how this whole secret society developed, and a key character named Shariah in the character who a fictional character, but made a general of King Solomon's army, and that took control of this whole transporting everything to this secret area to hide it from around the world. But the next book, though, I want to attach to this is actually it's not Benjamin's story, but even going back to where the secret find that they found that goes back to Noah and that describes and talks about the first 2,000 years of man. Um, that's the book that I'm writing, is a historical book, fictional book, all about those 2,000 years, because there's 10 generations from Adam and Eve to Noah and his family, and connecting the dots with a whole bunch of things that the Bible talks about. In Job, it talks about the behemoth and stuff, which is it's a dinosaur. It also talks about a Leviathan, which is a dragon. So and then they talk about the in Genesis, talk about the Nephilim, the sons of God, looked at the women of the earth, and so I put a storyline to all these things that we can look as could be fantasy, but yet to me and stuff, when they talk about it, there's some type of reality, there's some type of truth to something. So that's the next book in the series, is going back there and writing a full action-packed thriller, with going through the 10 generations to Noah, and that it all attaches together to what the final hidden secret that is in the Congo, that the mighty warriors are hiding. So,
Wonderful. Sounds great. Can't wait for it to be finished.
yeah,
Can't wait to read it. The name of the
yeah,
book we've been focusing on today is called Guarding the Past, Revised Edition. It is a gripping novel that takes readers on an archaeological adventure blending mystery, history, and suspense as Benjamin discovers a hidden society protecting secrets of King Solomon. If you love
yeah.
stories that challenge historical truths and keep you on the edge of your seat, this is a book you won't want to miss. DL,
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining me here today
Oh, you
on
bet.
Spotlight.
Oh, Logan, thank you so much for this opportunity. Fantastic. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Love speaking with you today. Appreciate your wisdom and your insights. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.